Hey YouTubers, how's it going? You haven't heard from me for a little while, so I thought I'd give you a little update on Christmas related kind of thing. Um, I don't know, this year was a little funny for me. It was kind of some ups and downs and just a real roller coaster this year. A lot of good and a lot of bad. But anyway, made it through. No different than any other shitty year, eh? Sometimes you just gotta suck it up, work your way through it. Just it is what it is. And getting old doesn't help. But what the hell? I'm tough enough. It's gonna take more than that shit to kill me. Anyway, what's new up here? I've been busy on the farm, and it's wintertime now here, so what I have been doing up here, quite a bit of labor up here, is the Christmas tree farm that I've been working on. Took a little while to finally get off my ass and start trimming these trees, and well, not trimming them, but I'm thinning the forest there and getting the light to hit these trees so they'll take off, and we'll start pruning them here in the spring and planting some saplings. The tractor here is new to me. It's an '89 John Deere 855. Basically, it's in fabulous shape. It's an old tractor. It's like 23 years old or something like that, and it only had 500 hours on it, so couldn't pass up on that. So I sold my Yanmar a while back and a few other bits and pieces of things that were around here, and put it together enough to pick up this tractor. It came with a belly mower too. That's down the hill there, but it's a 60-inch mower, and it worked out real good, and that was half the reason I had to get it, was because that other lawnmower that I had, it shit itself. So I wasn't going to buy a $200 coil for a $800 lawnmower. I still might, just so I could sell it, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll turn it into some kind of wacky machine. I was thinking a sawmill or something. I've been wanting to make a little sawmill or a firewood processor or something like that. And there's enough bits and pieces in one of them machines to make something like that. But anyway, I got this beautiful little tractor. It's only a little thing. It's 28 horse, which is quite big motor for such a small tractor. It's a fairly petite little thing here. The loader will lift like 800 pounds, 1,000 pounds, I think. I think the arms will lift 800 and the bucket will tilt up 1,000 or so, which ain't bad. That's a big back saver. That was another reason to get it, because after I hurt my back, I just couldn't lift anything. So, in other news, kind of sad news, about a week and a half ago, old Max had to be put down. He broke his hip, and it was pretty bad. And he was up there in age anyhow. He was 12 years old, and beagles don't tend to live much longer than that. So he had a good run. We actually were going to let him just go and see if he could start healing on his own a little bit. It was about 3 days after he broke it, and he did start putting weight on it. And then he fell down the stairs because he couldn't navigate the stairs too well. And when he fell down, he hurt the other side, and he was doomed at that point. And he's been since buried. We actually put him right here underneath this ash tree here. This is a spot up here where I will never do anything except mow the grass. It's just too lovely to do anything with. Maybe some flower gardens or something pretty. But other than that, this area right here is just a place to enjoy this beautiful view. And that's it for Max. He's right there. So that was kind of rough. I'd never put a dog down before in my life, and it was. I didn't want to talk about him, start to get choked up just thinking about him. So, Max, you'll be missed, buddy. He was the black one there that didn't like my breath in that one video. Dog thinks my breath stinks or whatever it's called. Anyway, the Christmas tree farm is interesting. This hasn't been started yet. Some of it down there has been started, but all this wood basically has got to come out. It's mostly poplar and scrubby spruce anyway, which is going to be next year's firewood all through here. And lots of young, you can't see them in there over here, they're kind of small, but lots of young balsam fir, which is the nicest Christmas tree in the world. The finest smell. The Fraser fir is supposedly a slightly prettier tree, and the needles don't fall off, but lacks the smell of a balsam fir. So these are all balsam firs all in here, and they're all going to be thinned out. They're a little too close. And some you can move, like when they get about this big, I can actually shift this over. So I'll be doing a lot of that. This is where I've done a lot of clearing. I haven't taken this stuff out yet, but a lot of these trees have been dropped in here. And that way all these little balsam firs can pop up. Some of these bigger balsam firs, they need to be removed. And up here, up in the upper field, for the past say 20 years, they've let this field grow out. I decided to reclaim it. The actual line runs along here, so I had to take all that wood out. There's a marker right there, and I'm just trying to get this field back. So there are some balsam firs coming up here too, but I'm going to take them up and just make this field and put them down here in the forest. And you can see I took it all the way to the other property line. Eventually I'm going to tie it all in, so we'll have this one big field coming up and around. It's a big L shape, and then the forest is in the other section. These are some Christmas trees me and my daughters planted when they were like 8 years old. About what, 3 years ago? No, they would have been 10. So we dug all these up, and they helped me plant every one of them. There's about 60 there. And pretty rugged tree when you just yank them out of the ground. That's exactly what happened with these trees. They were just literally pulled right out of the ground. Some root damage, some come out with no damage at all. And literally they all took except 2. So every single one of them is in there. And there's a couple that got accidentally cut with a bush saw, but they're still mostly there. You know, there's a big pile of them there. We planted them a little too close. Not too close, but a little tight for trimming. And I've since cleared all this out. So now from the pond up here, we've got it very park-like. I've cleared all around the pond, planted grass. That was all done this summer. And eventually I'm going to get that barn up here. And I'm going to put that barn right here, turn it into a little bit of a sort of a getaway. And it's going to be interesting to tow that up here. I don't know what I can pull that with. I did get a little single furrow plow for that tractor, so I don't have to mess with the tiller as much anymore. I just plowed this 1/4 acre here. And I'm going to plant some things here, just some mixed stuff, some corn and some stuff like that. Basically just raccoon food, because that's what will happen. The deer and raccoon will come up here and eat everything. So, but maybe a little electric fence might fix that problem. Just zap that little buggers. So anyway, that's pretty much what I've been up to. There's other things I've done around here, but up here on the hill in the Christmas tree farm, and I figured it's Christmas, we'll talk Christmas trees, and you'll see why I've been so busy. I haven't had enough time to do videos, even though I probably should have done videos of this, but it gets to the point where it's kind of hard to get anything done when you're moving a camera around all the time, getting different shots and that. But I'm going to get back into it and feel pretty good. The New Year's shaping up to be a pretty good one. Got my Jeep paid off, so it freed up some money, and a bit more money coming from YouTube that helps pay for some things. And I do appreciate that you guys put up with those ads and things, but they help finance my little empire of dirt here. So I appreciate you watching them, putting up with them. You know, I don't want to watch ads either, but sometimes that's what pays the bills. But there's the old, it looks good from here. Lots of Christmas trees there. And but I'm going to leave a lot of these real tall poplars. They're beautiful trees, but they got to be thinned out. They're very weedy, and they don't take long taking over. 20 years you'll have a whole poplar forest. They grow really fast. They'll put on 3/8 to 1/2 inch diameter every year, so they grow real quick. It slows down as they get older, but in the beginning they put it on real fast. And no, it's great. I've got probably about, I would say, 500 trees. They're probably, you know, quite a bit of that. It's gonna have to get thinned, but we'll see. I'm trying to work with them. And then next year all up past where I plowed up there. I'm gonna plant even more, and I'm gonna plant some more down here. Try and keep about 500 trees on the go all the time. And it's a bit of cash money this time of year. It's actually a good thing to grow in Nova Scotia. They grow very well here. Something in the soil and air that just makes them go really nice. Sorry about blinding you there. And anyway, I'll do another video a little later today, and I just wanted to get on here and say Merry Christmas to all of you guys and Happy New Year. And I hope everything's well with you guys and girls. And you know, even when things are bad, they're not always 100% bad. There's always a little good in every day, and if you can find it and get through, and you make it to the next day, and then that day's a little bit better. It's the way it goes, right? One day at a time. So anyway, we'll be talking to you soon. See ya.